Good morning, Stampers. It's Super Awesome Stamper Shirley Merker. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Wisconsin, USA. I thought I would pop on today and do a Fun Fridays demonstration so you have something to look forward to when you are eating your lunch or taking your snack break today. I'm going to glance at my computer and make sure I am live. If anybody's watching, give me a shout out, a thumbs up, so that I know you are watching and can hear me. I'm going to flip you to my table and show you the project that I'm demonstrating today, so let's get started. Now cover your eyeballs if you get dizzy because I have to manually move my phone from one stand to the other, and I'll be right back. I'll kind of cover that camera for you for a second. There is our fabulous project for today. So the reason why I am sharing this project, clip is really tight today. The reason why I'm sharing this project today is because it is my submission for the Pretty Paper Projects PDF idea file. So this is an idea file that I email to you if you place a order through my online store using a host code. So you use a host code. Sorry, I'm trying to adjust my camera stand. You use a host code if you are placing an order that is less than $150, excluding shipping and tax. I think I'm just going to have to leave that. You can see along the edge. I have a calendar desk spotter underneath my Stampin' Up! Grid paper, and that's what I use to, I'll kind of show you. That's what I use to clean off my stamps before I actually clean them off in the Stampin' Scrub. That way I don't have to clean that Stampin' Scrub as often. So that's just kind of a little behind the scenes tip right there. It kind of looks like a lot of graffiti and kind of a fun artist lives here, right? All right, so I was explaining about that host code. Use that host code if your order is less than $150, excluding shipping and tax. And then I will email you the PDF idea file, the Pretty Paper Projects. It changes every month, and the designs change every month, and the demonstrators that are participating change every month. And this is the project that I'm including in that PDF idea file for this month. So I thought I would just do a quick demonstration and show you how I made this card. All right, so I first ran it through my Stampin' Cut Emboss machine using the 3D Hive embossing folder, which is part of the Heart and Home collection. I used the fresh Fressia cardstock. So you can see the gorgeous imprints that it makes. And I am a third-year beekeeper. I keep bees in Layens horizontal hives because I can't lift those heavy boxes, the Langstroth boxes. And I do have a YouTube channel for that. It is called Beelog with Super Bee Shirley and BBS Bees. So check out that YouTube channel if you're interested in my beekeeping journey. I also have a Stampin' Up! Channel as well, so check that out. I've got hundreds of YouTube videos. Over 400 on my YouTube channel, so I can keep you busy on a rainy or wintry afternoon. All right. Oh, I see I grabbed a smaller piece of my pattern paper. Let me get a longer one. So that pattern paper is from the Heart and Home collection. It is in the annual catalog. And now I need to measure that. How long is that? Oh, 5 inches. I think I only grabbed a 4x3 piece. All right, I quickly cut it. Save for the day. There we go. Yeah, this piece was only 4x3 1/4, so I wanted something that's a little bit wider. So all of the dimensions and measurements will be in that PDF idea file. Again, you get it when you place an order using a host code. If your order is greater than $150, excluding shipping and tax, don't use that host code, but still remain shopping with me, and I will email you that PDF tutorial as well. All right, so I'm using my green glue to adhere this down. Because that is a 3D embossing folder, there's a lot of dimension to it. You need something that's going to fill in all those cracks and crevices. All right, my next layer is going to be another piece of fresh Fressia. Again, those dimensions will be in that PDF idea file. And that was just a scrap from my scrap bin. So if you look closely, it looks a little different than what's on the sample card. The sample card just has one line through the center, and this one has several. So I am repurposing it from a different project where I had some scoring. So all I did to make this piece look a little more uniform was score it evenly. So a little impression there. All right, I am going to do something a little different with this one. I have a full piece of the Highland Heather, but my scrap bin didn't have a full piece. I've got a ton of these strips. Seriously, I'm going to have to do something with all these strips. Let me show you these strips. I think I have them, it's from a previous project, so I don't have any larger pieces that I use to stamp the flowers on. So I have 2 strips that I cut down to be the same length. I'm going to put some green glue on there. And the reason why I'm using green glue is because I can move these in place. I'm just eyeballing it top to bottom, left to right, making sure there's enough, about the same mat around the Highland Heather. So don't be afraid to use strips as a mat. Adds a little bit of interest and detail. All right, I am using the Honeybee Home stamp set, and it is this stamp right here. And I'm using the Highland Heather ink. Hi Jackie, thanks for watching this morning. I'm just doing a quick Facebook Live. This is my Pretty Paper Project submission for March. So there's that floral image, and I already die cut it out using the coordinating dies. And here are the coordinating dies. And they are called, oops, sorry, I usually have that name up. They are called the Honeybee Blooms dies. So in that Heart and Home collection, there are 2 bundles, and I'm using the Honeybee Home and the Honeybee Blooms dies for this project. All right, now where did my flowers go? Here's our flowers. So you can see I'm changing this up a little bit. So Highland Heather matte, and I die cut it on white just for a little bit of dimension. Now I added these From My Heart faceted gems, which are really thick, and I popped this piece up. So I'm not going to pop this one up. I am just going to find my green glue again. I want to make sure I can mail that. I might have to include that in a order pickup. I have people that pick up things at my front door, and those people usually get my 3D demonstrations or these cards that are a little bit thicker that can't be mailed. Well, they can be mailed, but you need to make sure you've got extra padding in there so they're not so bumpy. All right, so that's just going to go over that. And then we're going to pick out some of these faceted, what are these called? From My Heart faceted gems. I don't want the darkish reddish ones. I want the light pink and white. So there are 3 different sizes in here. And I've used quite a bit of these up. So there's a smaller, are there 3 sizes? Or is that just a play on my eyes here? That just must be a play on my eyes. The red ones look a little larger, but I don't think they are. Let's just put a red one down and you can see if you like it. You know, it doesn't look that red, does it? But I think it's a little too dark for my color scheme. Wonder if we use the little smaller one. Yeah, I still don't like it. Too much color. So we're going to take a pink one right there, and I think another white one. All right, and you can see that these are not self-adhesive. So you're going to grab your green glue and you're going to squeeze just a tiny amount out. And what happened when oh, that'll work today. What happened when I did this yesterday is I squeezed a little bit too much out, and then I just dabbed each little gem to that spot and placed it where I wanted it. And these little gems are not going anywhere once you've got that green glue underneath them. You could also use glue dots. For these smaller ones, I'm not sure why it's sticking to my finger. You would have to roll up that glue dot, but the glue dot would fit perfectly on the larger ones. And oops, I was going to put it right on the embellishment, wasn't I? But put it right on your paper. And then place your gem over that. And I have my handy dandy with checker. I'll try to remember to place it through there so we can see if I can mail both of those cards. All right, now to save on ribbon, I generally take my ribbon to my project, and I do a custom cutoff. Right there. This is the Highland Heather grosgrain ribbon. It's got like a silvery shine to it. It's very pretty. All right, to adhere that down, I am going to run a strip of Stampin' Seal. And then next up, I have these punches. They are from the Double Oval Punch, left over from a previous project, and they fit perfectly. I actually started with the ribbon, because the ribbon, when I was designing this project, I started with the ribbon because it was so pretty. And that's when I determined I only had those few scraps left. I didn't even have any cardstock left in the Highland Heather, so had to improvise. All right, so now since this is a little bit thicker, I'm going to pop this up to kind of make it uniformly thick. So if I do mail it, that will help. And right there. And then just grab your tape runner. Place that there. One thing I like about this font in this stamp set, where's the stamp set, is that it doesn't have to be perfectly straight because there's cursive in there. So it's easy to stamp on a punch shape that's already punched out. Makes it so that you don't have to have everything perfectly straight. All right, and then on the inside, we've just got the stamp, the flower stamp at the bottom. All right, and I'm gonna grab an old, so I don't get my mat dirty, because I will be filming quite a few videos today for my social media engagements for March and April. Got the projects designed, and today is the video day, so I'll be using this mat quite a bit. And I like to have a clean mat when I'm filming. All right, so tape runner, just a Stampin' Seal that goes on the inside. All right, pretty quick project, right? So all of the dimensions will be in that Pretty Paper Projects idea file. So I will be emailing that idea file to anybody who places an order using the current host code. The host code, you know, I didn't write it down. It is on my blog at superawesomestamper.com. On the right-hand side, if you click on that appropriate shopping button, it will be automatically linked if your order is less than $150, or click on the appropriate Shop Now button for orders over $150. So it's not, the host code is not linked to your order, but you'll still be linked to me. There's 2 shopping buttons on my blog. All right, so here is the catalog tour. I use products from the Heart and Home suite, page 58 and 59 and 60 of the mini catalog, the Spring Mini. I use the Hive 3D embossing folder. This is the bundle that I use. You've got 2 bundles, the Honeybee Home bundle right there, and I used number 2. I use the pattern paper, pretty sure, I think it was this one. Which one was it? All of these have got whitewashed on one side and color on the other. This one was, the green one, this one right here. All right, and then here are the here are the stamp sets shown in larger view and with more samples. So this is the stamp bundle that I used today. And then my bundle bonus for March is also this Heart and Home suite. So if you purchase either of those bundles, you'll receive that PDF idea file full of additional projects that use the Heart and Home suite collection. All right, I used the Highland Heather First Scrap cardstock, and the base was fresh Fressia. I also used the basic white. The Highland Heather ribbon is right here, way at the top right on page 140. page. I use the number 5 from my Heart Faceted Gems. And then here's the double oval punch. Both of the punches, both of the shapes are on one punch. Let me grab that and I'll show you. Right there. So both of the shapes are on one punch for that one. So it's a great value punch. All right, I think that's it. Here are my cards again. There's one of them. I don't know where the other one went. But thanks for watching today, for checking in on Fun Fridays. Again, you can earn the PDF idea file, which includes the supply list and the dimensions for the card pieces, by placing an order through my online store. This one will be included in the March Pretty Paper Projects idea file. It will have, this particular edition has got 8 other designs from 8 other demonstrators across the world. Hi, Mary. You're welcome. Thanks for tuning in this morning. Go ahead and catch the rest of the card on replay if you caught me towards the end, and we will stamp with you soon. Oh, before I sign off, I want to make sure that you know that the Global SU Share Fair is next weekend. So I usually go live on Friday afternoon, and let me see if I've got my time slot right here. I do not have my time slot right here. But we start presentations on Friday, March 11th in the afternoon. I'm usually the first one to kick off the day. So if you're not in that Facebook group, send me a PM and we'll get you in the group. My customers and my downline team are allowed in that group. All right, well, have a great day and we'll stamp with you soon. Bye.